Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Brady now on 1st down. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he's going to be taken down deep into Patriot territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Brady steps away to his left. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Now Bell, and he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now Wilson down around his goal line. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Derek Brooks. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. He was looking for Gronk that time. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your catch.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to get him for a loss of 5. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. To throw, it's Brady. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jarvis Landry, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. Janikowski adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended receiver.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, Brady. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bruce Smith able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, here's Brady. Flushed out right. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Wilson forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Joey Bosa able to drop him for a loss of a couple. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Joey Bosa in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
14. Gotta go. Deeper. Gun.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a second down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. This will be caught by Brown. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Fournette, a first down carry, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now Brady. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A gain of 11 and a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This is caught. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
The big left foot of Sebastian Janikowski ready to get us started. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Throwing on first down is Brady. Buying time to his left. And his first pass is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Thompson. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Again, it's Brady. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. Looking left side. That's caught by Landry. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Brady. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and just like that, it's third down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And he locates Walker complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Brady. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And now a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for a loss on the play. They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jarvis Landry from 3 yards out. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Dumps it off to Lewis. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a first down throw for Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the 1st down marker. Now Newton. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Joey Bosa. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, Brady. He gets it to Thomas. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back with more after this. Brady now 8 of 11 in this 1st half. He's got it 1st and 10. Brady now on 1st down. And Walker with it over the middle. And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with 1st downs on each play.
Well, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Going back to Landry. This time he's got it complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these...
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Champ Bailey. And now look at him go. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Janikowski good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a first down. Brady now on first down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On first and 10, here's Brady. His throw incomplete. The linebacker C.J. Mosley there in coverage. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10. Brady will try again on second down. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Brady to throw on third and 1. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Now Janikowski for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And Janikowski bangs it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good.
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. He'll be brought down at the 43. Joey Bosa in on the stop. From the gun on third down, Newton. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now Madden, and this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On second down, here's Brady. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Champ Bailey. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's second down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
20.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. Dancing to his left. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. Caught left side, Garcon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. To throw is Newton. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This is fielded at the goal line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Going underneath for Lewis. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Let's rock now. Express! Do something. Hey!
Here's Newton. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Gun. 20.
On first down, Newton steps away to his left. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. It's going the other way. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Brady. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this.
Let's go.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Champ Bailey. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh, boy, you wish you hadn't.
Being chased out left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Newton to throw. Looking long for his tight end. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
That's caught inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but, boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Janikowski bangs it through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. Here's Landry. A beautiful fake. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he stopped immediately there. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll go for it. It's Brady. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And there will be a break in the action here. They're going to take a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Brady going to look to throw. Oh, Walker showing the power. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Touchdown! Delaney Walker, 55 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. So what can Brady do here is he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Throwing now is Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Myles Garrett in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Back to throw, Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's taken down deep in their territory. A big play there for L.A. 76 yards. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Cam trying to rally his guys to the line as quick as he can. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
20.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Here's a give to Fournette. Room here to run. There he goes inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
And, Brandon, this is what it pays to have a big back who can take over a football game, especially in the fourth quarter when you've got the lead, your ability to not just wear people down, but close games out.
Now a play fake here on first down. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Partner, I don't care how long he plays. Anytime there's a fumble involving Tom Brady.
You think the Raiders are involved?
You think the Raiders are involved, you think it's snowing, and immediately you hear the words, tuck rule. And now the tuck rule doesn't exist anymore, but that always comes back up with Tom Brady, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, even here, even now. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
go.